Drink from these cups and drink pure light. I'm also pouring into your cup some light.
Here we come to you. That's what this whole grown man conversation's for us to conversate like grown men and help each other out. Because you ain't gonna take no help if you can't have a conversation like a grown man. Simple. If somebody always looking down on you, talking down on you, talking down to you, instead of talking with you, not talking at you, talking with you,
yes,
it's gonna hit different every time. The message is gonna go over their head, but they also have to look at it from a different perspective than their own.
Girl, it's all in your mind. I just wanna hold it together and keep my
same knowledge. I'm not really biased or particularly partial to just sharing the wealth or knowledge with one person. I like to do more inclusive strategies to building people up. You know, that's how I see, from my perspective, that's the righteous way to be. A man that withholds his knowledge is a fool. I know a lot of that's kind of trippy though to bump into that dude like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, he was like, man, I be doing this and that and other. I said, oh wow, I can't believe this. This is so awesome. And he was on point too, like the way he was kicking his thing and stuff. Dude was just, homeboy pulled in and did a drive around and drove right back up. Look at him go. In the silver car right there. Did the drive thing with the dark glasses on and all. Yeah, you'll be all right, live your life, man.
You know they go one on right there.
Yeah. You know, I ain't never too much care. I ain't never too much care about that. Man. Them folks throw that out of line.
Man.
You know, you can only do so much wrong before everybody start to wake up and say, hey, I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of seeing depressing stuff on TV all day and night. It's a lot that needs to change. Oh man, that's dope.
Yeah, I got this yesterday. I low-key crashed my drone yesterday and everything.
Oh, wow. Is it durable though, where it can handle the
yeah. Sure, we was up, all the people over there helped me get it down. They was throwing the football up there and everything until it fell out the tree. But yeah, it's gonna bust, man.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
The beginning of the podcast intro is gonna be fire.
I see. I was just telling that Chris gentleman, like, man, bro got the skills. He was like, well, how y'all gonna edit out the noise and background? I said, that's why we picked a decent location for one.
So yeah.
But also, you know, he got the moves. He know how to bust the moves. So I'm not worried about that. He a professional with that. You know, if everybody else on the planet are professional because they didn't practice something enough that they consider themselves a pro, or they went to sat in the classroom long enough that they feel like they're a pro, but they never did it. You definitely a professional at the things you've done enough in repetition that you're good at. When it comes to driving, I know I'm a professional because I've done it enough.
You've done it so many years.
I'm talking about professional driving.
Yeah.
I've done that enough that I know I'm a pro. You know.
Big trucks and all that.
Yeah, and living life. At my stage of the game, living life, I feel like I've become a professional at surviving and living and thriving. Not just getting by. You know, you got to learn how to move your money around. You know, that's my main topic I like to touch on when me and bro just kick it one-on-one. Because I want to see him be successful, not just in the things he has a passion for, but also financially and prosperity and peace of mind for his family. You know, I'm gonna drop some jewels here in a second about where you can go to start scrolling away some of your pennies and moving them around till they become nickels. And then them nickels can turn into dimes, and them dimes can add up to dollars. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the rest, I'll go from there.
It'll come to you.
I'm not promoting anybody's app. I'm just telling you what apps I utilize and tap into on my own journey. I'm not a spokesperson or being endorsed by these companies. So I wish they would, they need to, but
they're going to.
You know, even if they don't, this helps people, so I'm gonna help people. Like, I wish somebody would have been there helping me when I first started my journey of investing. Public.com, they have an app. It's white with 2 blue dots on it. Download that app. Link your bank account to that app. You can set up automatic withdrawals. I'm not gonna cap and tell you, yes, that's the app. Show it to them, show it to them. No, show it, just pull up the one app. Pull up the one app.
Just the logo of it.
Yeah, that's the logo for public. Okay, download it now. Okay, I'm actually doing, we waited till now to do this with him, so that way Toad can get it while you're getting it. So you're a part of this. And I don't have to repeat it like a gang of times. Yeah, you know
record
what I
it
mean?
once and it can be replayed millions of times.
Especially because they're not endorsing me or paying me for this. I'm helping their company by helping you. And I'm helping you by helping their company. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so anyways, I'm not gonna cap or put a 10 on a 2 or nothing extreme or extravagant and tell you I invest millions of dollars. That is not what I'm doing. If I had millions of dollars, I'd be in Cuba somewhere doing a lot more funner things than a podcast. And if I was doing a podcast, I would still be in Cuba doing funner things while doing a podcast.
Boss, can't you send
make
me
sense?
Yeah. Can you send me a link? That way we both get a bonus for you inviting me instead
Oh yeah,
of me
definitely.
Yeah, do that, boss. 'Cause I almost signed up and went through all that. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, let me send my link out there.
Look, let me help you out
As
now.
a matter of fact, pause up everybody, because I think, you know, it'd be the right thing to do for me to drop my link, and then everybody can use my link and you get some free stuff that way.
Oh yeah.
I've seen other people do that on their podcast.
When you send it to me,
Edit
I'ma
the first
have it-
part
I'ma
out
have
and then
it-
put this part in.
yeah, I'm gonna add it. Then the link is gonna be in,
Yeah.
under the video, or whatever.
Yeah.
They can just click on it.
I know that's right.
Oh yeah, I got
So-
you. We going big with this. No cap.
The way to do it, I'm gonna keep talking about it as I'm sending bro the link, and then he's gonna upload the link on there so you can get on. It's called public.com, and when you type in this link, it's gonna get you some free,
Free stock or something like
yeah, it gives you like free stock or whatever and whatnot. You know how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it also gets you in the door to do your set it and forget it investing. And I personally, I have other wallets so that I'm gonna tell you about. I only do like $20 to $30 a week. Cigarette money, beer money, whatever it is that you have for a vice. And as you start to make your transition to change to drinking H03, you know what I'm saying? You'll lose some of your bad habits and pick up a new habit of investing your money into the future for your children and grandchildren.
All that. Man.
So as we drink from these cups and drink pure life, I'm also pouring into your cup some light.
It'll come to you. That's what this whole grown man conversation's for us to conversate like grown men and help each other out. Because if you ain't gonna take no help if you can't have a conversation like a grown man. Simple. If somebody always looking down on you, talking down on you, talking down to you, instead of talking with you, not talking at you, talking with you,
Yes.
it's gonna hit different every time. The message is gonna go over their head, but they also have to look at it from a different perspective than their own. Because if you feeling the type of way about what I'm saying, then stop looking at it from your perspective. Stop feeling something that you're not feeling. Because
Okay, so real quick, on the public.com app, when you go to turn your friends on, there's an invite right at the upper right hand corner. You just hit that and then they give you the option to copy your link. You copy your invite link, and then once you got the link copied, you can send it out to people you want to have it. You can connect your contacts, etc. And you'll be able to find people that you know that are actually on the app. It's like Facebook with investment, somewhat like that. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. So now that I've connected my contacts, I can go in there. It says search for people. I'm searching for bro right now.
send me that link. I need that link. Pretty please, brother. I appreciate you and I'm grateful. That's how you should be. If somebody doing something for you, I appreciate you and I'm grateful. I realized how powerful I was when I said these 3 words. I'm grateful. Hold on. Thank you. I'm grateful and I love you. No cap. Those 3 words are powerful. I feel like it's more. Never mind. I'm just gonna leave it there.
If you can't find who you're looking for based off the link, when you connect your contacts to it, you can go right to your text messages and send it out too.
Oh yeah, copy the link.
Yeah, because it's not, bro ain't coming up that way. So I copied the link, I go into my text message, and bam, I just sent it to him right there, that fast. And then it's coming up with I'm actually a personality in the stock market world. I'm Jay on the podcast, and in the stock market arena, I'm Evolutionary 1979. And that's what'll come up when you pull my link off the screen. You'll see that. So that's your gateway to get in. You can link up with me on there if you want to like send me a message or whatever. I might not be able to respond to everybody, but I can put out general memorandums and stuff like that, like posting on Facebook, and touch everybody with the same knowledge. I'm not really biased or particularly partial to just sharing the wealth or knowledge with one person. I like to do more inclusive strategies to building people up. You know, that's how I see, from my perspective, it's the righteous way to be. A man that withholds knowledge is a fool. Why do you want to be the top or the number one when God made us all equal? Ain't no one guy with a Lamborghini better than everybody else, because guess what? There's so many other people with Lamborghinis. You just one of the other people with a Lamborghini.
Man.
You know, they made a Bugatti. First guy that got it thought he did something till 20 other people went and got that same Bugatti the same day.
I bet he sold it. I bet he sold it. Hey,
paid all that money for this car, and everybody else buying it now, putting it all in their rap videos.
The
man,
value of it go down, homie.
Yeah, man, ain't nobody better than nobody. You go buy a $20 million mansion, guess what? Your neighbor probably living in a $50 million mansion.
Here it comes. Here it comes too.
So that kind of thinking is pointless.
Be grateful where you at and what you got.
Always strive for more, but don't compete with other human beings. When you can compete with yourself and be the best you that you can be. I never wanted to be like Mike. I just like the shoes and still buy them today. I want to be like me, and I want to be like my daddy. So I ain't know Michael Jordan personally. No shade to you, Mr. Jordan. I'm just saying, in my own walk, I want to be like my daddy, like my sons want to be like me. They don't want to be like you. Your son need to be like you.
Man.
That part.
We'll come to you.
Now, the next one I utilize, toe, is I call toe for toe. Y'all need to call him toe for toe. Cause he my brody, so we be linking like that. So the next one I use is acorns. Now, acorns is golden. It's good for investing in your children directly. Okay, you know how they had this thing like trust fund kids and all that? And they be like, oh, the rich people, you are just a trust fund baby. Well, guess what? Now you can do you a trust fund baby, or 2 or 3 or 10. Even if you're from the hood or the local neighborhood or community or whatever, on the hood, you can be that guy for your children. That's what you need to be putting on your hood. For real. Open up the Acorns app. It looks like green with a white acorn on it. You find it yet?
I'm just trying to sign into this. Apparently,
it looks like this.
I got you.
Hold on. Hey, I'm trying to blow it up before it looks like, all right, you really can't see it. Dang, I can't. Look, it's green with a white acorn on it. Acorn app. That's good enough. You'll be able to figure it out just like that. Go in there, link your bank account to that one also. You can put set it and forget it on that too. You don't have to put $1 million into none of this stuff, man. It's all about consistency and longevity. As long as you are alive and able-bodied and breathing air and working your job, once a week, once every other week, $5 to $10 per kid. It adds up over the lifetime of 20 years. It transfers to your child at 25. They're gonna get that money. They're gonna have a little money in there because that money grows as their life goes on and on. That money gains interest because it's invested in like a 401k format for your child. So you think about it like this. Once you started working and you start doing the 401k at 25, 35, or whatever, you have several hundreds of thousands of dollars, at least six figures by the time you retire. If you start that for your child at birth or at 5 or 6 years old, by the time they get halfway to retirement age, they got the same bag you got. By the time they get to retirement age, because at 25 it transferred to them, and they keep it going, guess what? Your grandkids can take that bag and tap in, and it can split from your child, and he go have 5 kids, he can split that 5 ways and start them off it. Every time one of them born, like, you know, it's a systematic way to build generational wealth for your family for generations to come. And it all start with you. And it ain't gotta start big. Everybody like to use Rockefeller. Let me tell you something. There's people like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, they didn't start off with billions of dollars. Donald Trump even only started with a measly $1 million from his daddy and turned that into a whole lot of billions. Give credit where credit due. I don't care how you feel about the man personally. He doing something right. Steve Harvey was homeless at a point in time in his life. Shout out Mr. Harvey. Now that man works some big bucks. What's the one that do the movies?
Will Smith?
No, the one that make movies. He don't just be in movies, he make his own movies and be all in them too. Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. We just can't think of his name right now. The big tall dude that played Medea.
Oh, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, that's his name. There, man, I got so much in the brain, it'd be hard for me to recall. I'm not a fan of nobody but God. So if I can't remember your name, don't take it personal. You're not God. And Jesus is the only name that's embedded in my heart and mind to where I never forget his name or never have to jog my memory to bring that name up. God bless America, God bless the world, and Jesus is the Son of God and our salvation, our gateway to salvation. He's the conduit. Yeah. Now, with Jesus at heart and in my mind, I want to say blessings to you, Mr. Tyler Perry, and big shout out for all that you do and all that you have done. You know, the dude's a humanitarian from what I've found out doing my research on him and everything, but he also was homeless, living out of a car and all that before too. Yeah, there you go. We'll get to that later on the in-depthness. We got to say that for another episode, but on yours personally, you can hit build a portfolio, you know what I'm saying, and start off like that. Start off with a minimum deposit. I think you can do other than that.
Now I can't skip it?
Yeah, you can skip this to later if you want. All you got to do is back out the app and you can go back in and pick up where you left and start at custom. Just start off with like $10 for each one of your kids, man, and then you can set up your reoccurring and all that. We're gonna walk you through all that later on, and then as a team we can come back and revisit that.
Acorn right here, right?
Mm-hmm. And help everybody out on how to get this thing rolling. It's pretty self-explanatory though. We just don't want to waste y'all time while I'm showing him how to set it all up. It's kind of cut and dry. You go in, put your money in, link your bank account, and just basically start investing. It's very cut and dry. It's very easy to do. And you'll thank me for this 10 years from now when you're sitting on $1 million. Like, wow, I never believed this was gonna really work. Yeah, it's not something that you cannot make happen. It's very doable and feasible. Is what I'm getting at.
Listen, patience is key.
Yeah, it's critical.
I'm learning that patience is key. You gotta have it.
Yeah. So this thing, like, I'm gonna get in depth with this though, because we can work as a group and a team and build ourselves up a lot faster.
I just wanna keep my head up.
Drink from these cups and drink pure light. I'm also pouring into your cup some light.
There you go, to you. That's what this whole grown man conversation's for us to conversate like grown men and help each other out. You ain't gonna take no help if you can't have a conversation like grown men. Simple. If somebody always looking down on you, talking down on you, talking down to you, instead of talking with you, not talking at you, talking with you.
Yes.
It's gonna hit different every time. The message is gonna go over their head, but they also have to look at it from a different perspective than their own.
Girl, it's all in your mind. I just wanna hold it together and keep my
the same knowledge. I'm not really biased or particularly partial to just sharing the wealth or knowledge with one person. I like to do more inclusive strategies to building people up. You know, that's how I see, from my perspective, that's the righteous way to be. A man that withholds knowledge is a fool.